What's that?
Gin and juice.
At 10:30, huh?
Yeah, it's a little. You know what I mean? You just got to get hype.
Okay, all right.
Went with the hat this time. You didn't want to do the bald head on stream again.
Yeah, no, nope, never again.
It's
You like to
been
take?
45 years since you've been on the podcast. We did the last one with Mitch without you because you're a hoe.
Yeah, that's basically why.
What is good with your ma?
Not much, man. Busy, obviously. Baby coming soon, so
This
a lot
one's
of loose
yours.
ends to tie up before then. What's up?
It's yours.
I think, as far as I'm
I
concerned,
mean,
as far as I know.
that's all we can do is hope. I'm pretty sure my kids are mine, but like,
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah. So, unfortunately, since I think you got Mitch sick through the podcast,
I
because you
yeah,
suck.
that's I'll eat that. That's my bad. We had you see,
See, I
it's
think
a boulder. We zoom in on that fucking phlegm that came out of my mouth. I'll hit that in
you're
post.
entirely to blame, which is messed up. Yeah, our boy Mitch, unfortunately got like forced to pull out of his fight, um, that we were talking about. But I mean, luckily, rescheduled quickly. I think what June 20th.
June
So
20th, Vegas, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe. I was hoping to come on here and just recap how he whooped that ass, but we don't get to
Fucking
do that.
dog did it again. Yeah, I'm excited. Just give him more time to sharpen up. I think the taxes are a little bit more in the fighter's favor in Vegas than they are in Winnipeg. So maybe a blessing in disguise for Mitch's pockets.
A little bit
Hate
of
to
extra
see him.
money.
Yeah, I mean, ain't no one complaining about that. Hey, welcome back,
Um,
guys. This is going to be episode 6 of Talking Scrap with Face Off Fight Co. Kyle and Justin here. We're going to recap the Prates fucking Jack Della Maddalena fight and hit a preview for UFC 328. Khamzat Shemaev and Sean gonna get his ass whooped Strickland.
let's just before we get into all of that, let's just. I mean, obviously, it's been a while since we recorded one. Let's just briefly recap. Exactly. Yuri Prohaska's an idiot. He might have less fight IQ than your youngest son, Darren.
Head
Who's
movement better though.
who's maybe 3. How old's Darren? 4 or 5?
He's 4. He's about to be 5, but he's so hittable
Yeah, I mean, Prohaska's an idiot.
in a sparring
Uh,
context, not like
to
an Adrian
win,
Peterson context.
to to win, like a title is life changing, and he definitely could have and decided not to. With a very compromised Carlos Ulberg, Paulo
He
Costa looked
felt
great at
the
light heavyweight.
mercy.
Hmm? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't buy that. Do you buy that?
No, he's a fucking retard, dog. A big retard. Yeah, we haven't been on in a million years, so certainly we can talk Yuri, Paulo
No, we don't have
Costa.
to dive too much into it. I'm just hitting highlights real quick as I
All right, I
comb
want to
through
talk
this.
about Paulo Costa and Josh Hokett for a fucking
Yeah,
second, if that's
yeah.
fine,
Those are the
if the
other two I
court
was gonna
allows
name.
it.
Other than that,
I mean, we breeze through everything else. Yeah, Curtis Blades, dog. Josh Hokett beat the fucking brakes off of Curtis Blades for
that was a
15
great fight.
fucking minutes.
That was a great
Fantastic
fight.
fight. Fantastic fight. Josh Hokett's the real fucking deal. Hate him or hate him. I'm not sure how much love he's getting still,
Not too much, I
but
don't think.
the man is a fucking problem at heavyweight. And if he reaches his heavyweight ceiling, I don't think it would be a far stretch for him to move down to 205 and beat the brakes off of, I think, everybody at 205, if we're being completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, 205 is pretty weak. Not that great of wrestlers there. I don't think he is a great wrestler. He just didn't really show it against Curtis Blades, who
Is
obviously is a
also a
great
really
wrestler.
good fucking wrestler.
Right. So sometimes you get those two really good grapplers, it ends up being a stand-up war, which it was, which is exactly what the people want. So that was enjoyable to watch. And then Paulo
Paulo
Costa
looked
looked great at 205.
Paulo Costa looked fantastic at 205. I heard him say he was going back down to 185, which I think is fucking retarded.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a small light heavyweight.
You know what I'm saying? Like he looked huge at 185 and he also looked big at 205.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
the secret juice, whatever he's working with, that shit is awesome. Shout
yeah.
out to Balco, real throwback, Barry Bonds style. We hit
Gilbert Burns
Aljo,
retired.
looked fine, huh?
Gilbert Burns retired.
Gilbert Burns did retire.
Aljamain
Rest in peace
Sterling
to
looked
a real one.
Aljamain Sterling looked great.
Let's moving back to this past weekend. You know who didn't look great? Bam, Bam. Tai
Yeah, no.
Tuivasa is
No.
he's chasing the record. I don't know if you realize that. He is one loss consecutively away from joining Tony Ferguson at 8 in a row.
Well, some people have to set records certain ways, and he's certainly attempting to do that, it appears.
It blows my fucking mind that he was like one wild elbow away from being the interim heavyweight champion
Yeah,
before
it's
Cyril
insane.
Gahn just teeped the fuck out of his doughy midsection and then beat the back of his head into submission with hammer fists.
Yeah. I don't I don't have much on Tai Tuivasa as much as you love him. But
He's
moving
great. That's why he's not cut is because he is exciting. He pulls it in. While we're talking about home favorites, Junior Taffa looked good. He bounced that motherfucker's head off the ground like a fucking basketball. Did you see that?
No, I didn't check out the prelims at all.
Not yet, man. Light heavyweight Junior Taffa might be where he's at.
Um Cody Steele got a heel hook, yeah. That was nice. He's a very good grappler, so good to see him catch a win there.
Love to see it.
And then I mean, just getting off of the prelims as it was just a fight night. It was a good fight night for the record. Like it was a good fight night, but it was a fight night. Pericic, Brando Pericic, is that how you say it? Pericic? I'm not
I
sure how you
think
say
so.
it, but very exciting. Pretty good for heavyweight. Looks like a smaller heavyweight. But I mean, Shamil Gaziev is not like an easy out. He kind of beat the brakes off of him for the
No,
entire
Shamil's.
time.
I love Shamil. Right, like that was a definitely welcome to the UFC party. I don't know actually know if it was his debut, but he's sort of busting on the scene right now. Marwan looked good, moving up
I
the
think it was his
card.
second UFC win.
Ollie Schmid, not an object bum, but looking to see Marwan get in there with some guys closer to the top 15. He's 9-0, round one, fucking TKO. What do we do with that? Steve Erceg looked pretty good.
You sissy.
We should have asked him a question.
Sorry, Carson's crying his eyes out because he just ran downstairs saying that there's a guy upstairs. It's his brother who just got home.
We should have interviewed him. Should have asked him a question. See if he's got the hot takes.
Is
Benny did
is
not
everything
look
okay?
great.
I don't have to go beat anybody up. Okay, continue, please. It was
Benny looked.
wait. I can refocus. What
Benny
are we talking about now?
Dariush.
Dariush. Yikes.
You love him, you hate to see it.
Yeah, I
He's.
mean he. How
It's not
old
like
is
he
he?
just turned the corner into that veteran status, but I think it's time to be honest. It's like I don't see a title run in Benny's future at lightweight. I actually saw Volk chatting on some interviews. He feels bad in a way that he thinks the timing of his two fights with Islam at 155 sort of precluded Benny from getting the shot when he deserved it.
Who said that? Volk?
Yeah, Bulk did.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but that fight ends quicker than the Volk
Oh,
fight, and it's
I
much worse to see.
he's not saying it didn't come off as he's like he's the reason that like Beneil Dariush isn't a champion. He just didn't fight in a championship fight because Volk fought for two up from
Yeah, no, I,
145.
I understand
Yep.
that, but I mean, I would
No.
take the Volk fights over if you gave me the option every time anyway. So like as a fan, I don't care. I guess if like
Yeah, I
I
didn't
feel
love
bad for
him.
Beneil Dariush not getting a title shot, but whatever.
I didn't love him. And we talked about it that I mean they were exciting, they were great, they were big, whatever. I didn't like them because they weren't doing much for Islam's legacy at 155. Right? You start peeling back the onion of his 155 defenses, and two of them were against Volk, right? A featherweight. One of them was against Moicano, last minute Moicano,
Hmm.
but it sort of weakens his strength of schedule when we're starting to talk about the what the fuck is that?
My wife. Do you have any questions for her while she's here? Get her on the
Yeah,
podcast.
what does she think about
Come say hi.
did she leave?
No, she's here.
No, no, come on. So, next weekend we've got UFC 28, Khamzat Shemaev, Sean Strickland. What are you thinking about that?
Pick a winner.
I can't even see. I'm so blind. Sean, the bald.
Sean the bald guy. How's he gonna win?
Sean the bald guy?
How's he gonna win? She doesn't know. She doesn't know, but she has a feeling that Sean Strickland's gonna win. So place your bets on that.
Hey guys, you heard it here first, and that is not the official Face Off Fight Co. recommendation. You take that to the bank at your own risk.
All right. Let's get into my real excitement from this yesterday's fights. First of all, the fact that it was over by 10 a.m. was a majority of my excitement. I didn't have to stay awake. I was already awake for it. Watched most of the fights. Carlos
I slept
Prates
through the
is
fucking beginning of it, for being honest.
you did. I didn't. I mean, I didn't care about the prelims that much. I cared about the main card, which I saw. Carlos Prates is a problem.
Prates looks real good. Prates looks real good.
He in the UFC lost to whom? Ian Gary. That's it.
I want to say it's just Ian Gary.
By decision, went the distance. Obviously, like Ian Gary's not like finishing guys, but like
Wasn't super competitive.
it wasn't competitive. It is
Carlos
there a
Prates is
chance Prates got better since then?
certainly, right? Is there a chance Ian Gary got better since then and also got stopped by harder competition?
Yes. Got stopped by harder competition?
Stopped as in his rise got stopped, understanding that that's not how that worked. I'm not saying he got finished.
Okay. I mean,
Actually,
UFC decision against
hold
Ian
on.
Gary. Ian Gary wins lands 126 strikes to Carlos Prates' 63. It wasn't very competitive, like you said. Ian Gary actually had 4 takedowns in that fight too, which is crazy. But you listen to Carlos Prates' like wins. Trevin Giles finished him. Charles Radke, not bad, finished him. Li Jing Liang finished him. Neil Magny finished him. Jeff Neal finished him. Leon Edwards finished him. Jack Della Maddalena finished him.
I mean, Ian Gary is good, right? Like, I think what his one loss is still only to Mr. Kneecap, Shavkat.
Go on, I'll find it.
It's all right. Certainly, Shavkat Rachmanov beat Ian Gary in a tightish decision. Questions on if he was injured or what. He's been out for 100 years since then. Still undefeated, but didn't look like the murderer. First UFC fight that didn't end in a finish. Right? Ian Gary took him the distance to that decision loss. So his only loss, if we're talking about Prates now, if we're trying to do complex MMA fucking algebra here, is Ian Gary. The title, it's kind of a mess at 155, if we're being honest.
Well, these guys are 170, so
Yep, at welterweight.
yeah. But it's a mess as well because obviously there's Islam and then there's a bunch of other really good guys way under Islam that'll never touch Islam.
I don't think Ian Gary beats Islam. I don't think Carlos Prates beats Islam. But I also think Islam retires in the next 2 years.
which I mean would probably be good for the welterweight division because there is a lot of talent that are all very close to each other, so it'd make for like very exciting fights. For the sake of MMA math bullshit, Gary and um Prates have similar wins, and then Prates' wins, in my opinion, are more impressive by like a long shot. Obviously, other than Ian Gary beating Prates,
Do you mean the people he's beaten or the manner in which he does it? Or yes?
both. I mean both. I mean strength of schedule. Honestly, Prates' strength of schedule is harder, in my opinion. Ian Gary's best win is against Bilal, which was a close decision, and like not everybody loves Bilal. I'm a Bilal hater, admittedly, but
You remember his name? He's so fucking good. I understand he's not filling the stands. He was real good at that thing.
he's good at what he does, which is usually squeezing guys against the cage for as long as he can. Yes, I
But
agree.
who else beat Bilal? If we're doing the math,
Jack Della Maddalena, which Prates just
who
destroyed.
just got fucking mauled by Carlos
Right.
Prates, right?
And that was
I understand
never close.
2 plus 2 doesn't always equal 4 in this, but it's all we got and it's fun to do.
Also, Leon Edwards beat Bilal, I think. Yeah. And he got knocked out by Prates as well. No, it says no contest. Eye poke, right?
Hit him with the Cyril Gone.
Eye poke. That's right. That's right. So whatever. I mean, I just think Prates is really good. Even like a
No,
guy with
he's
a 24-7 record, like I don't know. I think he's well rounded. He doesn't care. He's very calm, and his knees are danger. He's a very dangerous fighter.
he's a really creative striker. He's out there, he's having fun, he's loose, he's throwing outlandish shit, and he finds you.
Yeah, he finds the mark. I mean, just ask Jack
As
Della
tough as
Maddalena.
JDM is, he kind of looked terrified by the end of that fight.
Oh, to me, it looked like he was looking for a way out.
You understand what I'm saying? Like he had
Hmm.
gotten the breaks done, beat off. It was certain in his brain. He's like, I can't beat this guy. He's
Hmm.
touching me. He's hurt. He dropped him with that fucking leg kick, walked off the rest of the round. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no,
not the
it did
body
look
language
like
that's gonna
as
work.
tough as he is, it looked like he was like, I'm not in this fight. This sucks. I don't want to do it any longer. All
Which
right,
isn't how Patty looked when he got the break speed off him. He was still fucking trying.
right. Patty was
Same with
like, I
Curtis
can.
Blades, actually. Like Curtis Blades was clearly not winning that fight, but motherfucker was he trying.
Prates was disgusting with those elbows too. Those step in elbows, those spinning elbows. Like he's just very creative. He's a problem. He can win. I would say anyone not named Islam Makhachev he can beat in the welterweight division on any given night. It's gonna take one.
If Hamzat could make 170 again, which I don't think he could, I think he fucking demolishes him. The biggest gap in Prates' game is
Grappling.
grappling, which is why he can't
However,
fucking touch
though, I
Islam.
mean, I stand by my statement. He can beat anybody on any given night because those knees are dangerous too. It's just timing. Would I pick him to win that fight? No, but could he act? Could he realistically be the guy that like clips Hamza or clips Islam maybe coming in? Yes, yes, I think so.
If Sean Strickland 1-2 teeps Kamzat Shamaev out of a championship, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Just like this.
Just fucking hit him with the iCarly.
All right. Let's. Speaking of Sean Strickland, let's move on to 328. Quickly, I mean, I don't. There's not much on the early prelims. Roman Kopylov,
Would you just call me?
exactly. A
We got
name
dude
I'm
Josh
not.
Vans fighting. What are you talking about?
I said I'm talking about early prelims right now. I'm moving bottom to top.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck.
This is why Kyle and I have gin at 10:30 in the morning.
This is why Cash and I have been at 10:30 in the morning. Yeah,
By
you know
by
those
Sanger
lightweights, Ian Gary and
Sisirkayev,
Carlos Prates.
huh?
155 with Carlos Prates and Ian Gary and Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, exactly. By Sanger Sisirkayev, I've never heard that name said, so I probably just butchered that. But he's an undefeated prospect at middleweight on the early prelims. Pat Sabatini,
Why do I know Pat Sabatini?
everybody knows Pat Sabatini. He's Pat Sabatini.
Yeah, the Pat Sabatini pre-limit.
He's
Um,
35 years old and fought forever.
Jim the Odd Body Miller is fighting. Such a strange shaped torso. Him and Elon Musk got the real weird torsos. But him and
Yeah.
Jared Gordon should actually be an interesting fight. That doesn't mean anything at lightweight. None of them are ever going anywhere, but they should bang and hopefully get a good paycheck.
Mhm. Grant Dawson, Mateusz Rebecki.
Ozzy Diaz, Ateba Gautier, that should be a good one.
Yeah, but I don't care. Let's talk about the main card. That's what I care about. So King Green, Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens back in the UFC. How'd that happen? When did that happen? How did I not know this was a thing?
I think King Green's going to take it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think King Green probably just jabs his face in for a long time until Jeremy Stevens decides it's up. But like, why is Jeremy Stevens back in the UFC? What happened there? Wasn't he out?
I thought so.
I thought he was doing like bare knuckle stuff.
I don't know, dude.
But whatever.
Sean Brady's Joaquin Buckley talking about welterweight being a fucking mess and how it really is the Islam and the rest show. These are some dudes that are working their way into contention. I mean, they've been around. Sean Brady's been on a tear. He looks good, and Joaquin Buckley is super dangerous.
That's a that's a good fight night main event, and it's the second fight on the main card. So
Well, I
I'm
mean,
very
this is a
happy with.
numbered event. We're not paying for it. I wish they differentiated in the quality. Maybe they're going to start doing it again.
It seems
I'm not.
like they're differentiating in the quality here because this main card stacked.
We bitched about Paramount enough, and after we bitched about it, they fixed it and they gave us that fucking dope. Was it 326?
Hmm.
Yeah, Sean Brady's got wins over Michael Morales, Leon Edwards. Like Sean Brady's that fucking guy, but Buckley's fucking dangerous. That
Yeah,
should
just
be
asked Impa Kasaganai.
um Salsa Boy, Waldo Cortez Acosta, Alexander Volkov.
If he beats Volkov, where I like he's off to the races.
I mean, what do you give him next? Josh Hokett for a fucking interim or fucking
Yeah,
undisputed
Hokett
title?
Hokett wins in June on the White House card. I would yeah
All right, all right. Do
Hokett.
you think Hokett's not going to beat the brakes out of Derek Lewis?
No, of course I do. I'm just Derek Lewis could. Heavyweight's weird.
Heavyweight is weird, but
It would have to
Hokett's
be in the
such a
first two
freak.
minutes before Derek Lewis is sucking wind, but he'd have to land an overhand right, which he could.
He could. Hokett kind of had a chin. Like, not to take anything away from Curtis Blades, because there's not a single heavyweight that doesn't hit like an absolute fucking Mack truck. But Curtis Blades is not known for his devastating one shot, put him to sleeping. Right? He's oddly like a technical wrestler up at 265. But Hokett was eating what he was throwing at him. But no, dude, if Waldo can beat Volkov, Waldo's already that guy as far as I'm concerned. Waldo has been fantastic, doing it for the company, back to back fights, surviving the eye poke, Tom,
And oddly enough, like Volkov's not going to have too much of a reach advantage, which I feel like he does.
just because he's 9 feet fucking tall.
Yeah, I mean he's 6'6" with an 80-inch reach, but Acosta's 6'3" with 78-inch reach, so it's not
78,
like
yeah.
he's not so much bigger than Acosta that it's going to be like
And
I
he's
don't know.
given up some size to Waldo. That one's gonna honestly, I'm excited about all the fucking fights on the main. Josh Van versus Tatsuro Taira. That's gonna be a good one. You gotta let the flyweights get out there and bang.
I'm a big Van fan.
Everyone loves Joshua Van. Joshua Van's great, but Tatsuro
Pantoja probably
Taira,
doesn't love Joshua Van.
you don't think so? Do we have an update on Pantoja?
I do not know. I haven't heard on all the other podcasts that I listen to get information for our podcast. Um,
This is where the news gets broken. First of all,
right,
Chael
you're
P
right.
actually hit me up on Telegram asking
I
me
told
what
you
my
that you're
latest
ugly.
pick was. Yeah, no, he would never.
Yeah, who do you got in that fight? Tyra or Van?
I'm not looking at the odds. This is just from what I know. I think Tyra's got a. I think he would be the likely favorite. What are the odds? Am I retarded?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Yeah, fucking look it up, Jamie.
Sorry, we
Tyra's
don't have a
good.
Jamie, so
You're the Jamie.
yeah.
Whoever gets asked is Jamie. It kind of it passes back and forth.
Tyra is the approximate minus 200 favorite.
Okay, so not a complete retard this morning. I think he's got the pedigree to pay the bills and get it done, but
Excuse
Joshua
me.
Van's good. And, maybe he's got that Alex Piera black magic Yuri complains about, and Tara's going to blow his knee out. As
Yeah,
much as I
maybe. And then I
think
mean, go ahead.
Tatsuro's going to win, and I think he deserves to win, I want him to not win so Pantoja can get back there and get his belt back. You hate to see it go like that.
I just want Van to win. I want Van to beat Pantoja. I want Van to win because Van's my favorite flyweight currently in the UFC.
What?
Yeah, I said it. I like Van.
What about Mitch?
Well, all right. Let's. Other than Mitch, I thought that goes without saying.
Yeah. Mitch Raposa is my favorite flyweight in the
Yeah,
UFC. Justin
obviously
Simmons
me
likes
too.
Joshua Van. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. You-
Oh my
I
god.
don't know, Mitch. I don't know, dog.
I didn't know I had to. I didn't know I had to tell you someone that like we know personally was my favorite. I thought that was obvious.
It was
Other than
weird when you
Mitch,
said someone else was your favorite. I don't know.
uh, Mitch, you can beat me up or whatever if you believe Kyle. That's fine. Whatever.
I'm gonna clip it.
I'm sure you are. Yeah, you're gonna do some. You do some producer voodoo, and it's gonna look a lot worse than it is.
I mean, if you wanted to control the narrative, you could edit the podcast.
No, I don't want to. I don't care. Voodoo's great. Shout out though to Mitch. It looks like he's sitting at the feature prelim on that card that he's on UFC Fight Night 279.
Yeah. He's the buzz is coming. That's what happens when you're in good fights. Like what 2-1 in the UF, 1-2 rather in the UFC right now. Never got outclassed, never looked like he didn't belong, lost two split decisions, and then came off the top dominantly as a heavy underdog
Against really good guys most of the time.
against no bums.
Yeah,
There's no bums at flyweight. I mean, we can't say there's no bums in the UFC because heavyweight and light heavyweight exist. I got to be careful being so critical of these massive dudes. I don't want one of them to catch me, send location.
I would enjoy that.
That would be like funny for the bit. If it got, if we got it on camera, we can go viral. Me getting like my jaw wired shut by like Derek Tai Tuivasa just cracks my fucking jaw. And I am
All
a
right,
huge
and
Van fan.
obviously, I mean we've joked about Strickland maybe coming out on top. I don't see a world where Strickland wins, but there
I
are
like
rumors
Sean
that
Strickland. I'm not a Sean Strickland hater by any means. Sean Strickland is really fucking good. His hands are super fucking accurate. His striking defense is super good. And his takedown defense is statistically good. He has not defended takedowns like he's going to defend from Khamzat Shemaev. I've never seen someone have so much success shooting a double leg from space. Like, what's the first thing they tell you not to do?
that
He's like, nah, it doesn't matter. I'm literally gonna.
so there
I'm
are
8 feet
reports
away from you.
when they trained together that Strickland was competitive when they sparred like MMA sparring together or grappled each other. Like Strickland was competitive, so we'll see. We'll see. You know, you always hear those reports when guys are fighting. Oh, they trained together, and we saw this, we saw that. I tend to believe this one a little more because Hamzat's not a like take it easy in training camp or in sparring or in grappling in any aspect of his life. Like he's trying to murder you at all times to a point where he's like paying people hundreds of thousands of dollars to come spar with him because he's like finishing everybody.
Yeah.
um,
You've been watching.
but we'll see.
Have you been watching Hamzat's camp footage
Yeah, a little
there
bit,
with Coach Cal in the training lab?
a little bit. Why?
I did. I just fucking love it. I think he's. I don't know if Armin's helping him or what, but I think he's really cashing in and understanding, at least developing as a personality and not just a fucking dominant fighter without having to be so crazy on the mic. I smash everyone, I kill, I destroy. He's done some interviews since he had his boy. He's been trying to dial back some of his crazy antics on the mic, set a decent example, and he's found a way to be present on social media at the training lab with Coach Cal. Literally just looks like a garage, and these dudes are just getting the fuck after it. He'll have videos of like him, Armin's out there, a few other dudes. I know he was grappling with Mighty Mouse, which isn't super fucking helpful. Not that Demetrius Johnson isn't a literal top 5 fighter of all time to me, but he's a flyweight. All right. And Khamzat's a big fucking middleweight. He's putting the work in, and I think it's going to be
Oh
dope.
no, you're frozen.
I
We
think
were doing
he's
so
going to,
well.
as much as I enjoyed the, who's my South African gorgeous prince? Not Renier. Dricus Duplessis. The last time Khamzat Shemaev fought 4 years
Yes.
ago, it feels like, right? Casuals that suck at fighting and don't understand the game hated that. I thought that was one of the best title fights ever. Like 25 minutes of absolute one-sided like world domination.
Against a guy who was doing that to everybody else.
Again, someone who just like went full retard every single second and found a way to thug it out. I love Dricus. Dricus hasn't been back either yet, actually.
Yeah, broke his spirit. Hamzat killed him.
No, I'm interested to see the rebound. I'm not. I don't think him and his camp were wrong in not calling for a rematch. I didn't see anything that I wanted to see again out of that camp. You know what I mean? Like if I got like crucifixed for 22 minutes of a 25-minute fight, I probably wouldn't want to do that again.
I certainly wouldn't.
Just had a wet Chechen blanket laying on top of me for fucking 23 minutes.
Do you think that Hamzat brought in iCarly for this camp to help prepare?
Ooh, that's a hot take. No, I think. Well, actually, I was talking, reading an interview with Armin. And he was talking about how Hamzat doesn't watch tape.
Doesn't care.
He's not concerned about planning for what Sean Strickland's going to do or planning for what Leon Edwards is going to do or what like any of his opponents are going to do. He's planning what he is going to do. And that's it. Like there's no plan B.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to assert his dominance and work his game plan. And it's easy to do that as an undefeated fighter from the mental standpoint. Like you hear him talking to God, this guy lost 3-4 times. He knows how to lose. I've never been defeated. Like losing, we don't do that here. Fucking Wakanda forever, right? Like not the way they do business over there. I don't see, contrary to what your lovely wife, glowing in pregnancy, by the way, thinks, I don't see Sean Strickland's path to victory.
I mean, he has to it has to be a knee up the middle when he shoots, right? Like, does he doesn't
Khamzat
beat him for
shoots so
5 rounds.
low. He shoots so low. I don't
I
think the
know,
look.
I know. I'm just like what
Like
I'm saying is it has
you're a
to be a
real
Hail
life
Mary. It has to
wrestly
be
boy, right? Like
a Hail Mary. Like,
can he stop? We will know, like almost every fight. That's not, like a Hall of Fame. Yo, this fight was so fucking good. I think in the first 45 seconds, we're going to know the story of the night. And if Sean
that's a
Strickland,
fight you bet live if Strickland actually stops the first couple of takedowns.
yeah, if round 1 finishes with Sean Strickland's butt not on the mat, you're putting the house on fucking Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Did you, speaking of, all right, crazy talk. Did you see the post that Josh Hokett proposed?
What, 2v2 something?
Doubling down on his WWE fuckery, the Hell in the Cell with Sean Strickland, Josh Hokett, Paulo Costa, and Islam. was like, we've got an Islamic terrorist, a domestic terrorist, and two real Christian warriors.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
How you stole my bonus? All right, Paulo, you're right. You've got a lot of UFC fights. I'm sure his contract sitting pretty. His finish was good. Paulo looked fantastic. That's the Paulo Costa everyone that like really knows the game hopes to see when he comes out.
Problem is, you
And
never know when you're getting it.
sadly, we're often disappointed. A lot of times
Right.
he's just like, nah, I'm just gonna like not. I'm just gonna sort of like start slow and stay slow and just like lose this fight by lack of activity. It really seems. But no, he took the fight to that man, got the finish. It was beautiful to see. I'm a huge Paulo Costa fan. My wife's weird. I think he's the most attractive man in the UFC.
She thinks it's Mitch Raposa.
No, she's just like, I could see why you say that. I just like don't find him. She's like, he's kind of balding, and I'm like, he's been on the secret juice for like 15 years. Leave him alone. Who looks better than fucking Paulo Costa?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anybody on the top of my head. I don't think.
You see what I'm saying? You don't
Pe-
often like spend hours
People,
thinking about who the most attractive man in the UFC is.
no, I don't. I don't. I did read a couple of tweets actually of people thinking Yusuf Zalal is an attractive gentleman.
Really?
Yep, he's the he's a Moroccan dude. Do I have my people
Um,
mixed up?
Yusuf Zalal. Unless I'm mixing up the last names, I feel like he's the one that just got backpacked by our boy
Yes, he
Aljo.
did. He did. He did. That's why I think I saw people talking about this recently. But I digress. No, I don't. I don't think about who the most attractive shirtless, sweaty man is. Hours on end. So sure, Paulo Costa. Yeah, I agree with you.
Come on, he's great. He's tan, he's Brazilian, he's hunky.
He is hunky. He is hunky.
We have some business to sort out on air. There's the rumors and there's the chirpins that your favorite piece of shit is returning to the octagon International Fight Week.
Oh, yep, yep.
They're
My,
talking about Conor McGregor making his return. Was it against Max?
I'm not sure who it's against yet. They haven't dropped the opponent.
I feel like they
Um,
haven't solidified anything, but I feel like I saw Max, and that makes me think it's not going to happen.
but I've heard a couple of things about possible Jorge Masvidal too. He's denied it. He's denied it publicly, but I'm sure he was told to do that. Jorge Masvidal was offered a UFC fight for International Fight Week as well. From what I'm told, he said he denied the Conor McGregor fight, but he did take another one or something along those lines. And my question is, why would you ever deny that fight?
I
First of
think
all, Jorge
Jorge wants.
Masvidal probably beats him,
This is
or
going
it's
to be
competitive
wicked
at
at.
least,
This
and
is
it's a
going to be
lot of
wicked out
money.
of character because I don't fuck with Conor McGregor and I love Street Jesus. I'm not sure. He's been on the couch for almost as long.
That's why it's a perfect fight.
I think he wants a Diaz.
I guess, but
Jorge,
Diaz is
easier
he
fight.
sold his soul for blood money, bro. He's on Netflix now, so
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. But the rumors I was seeing was Conor McGregor, Max Holloway, and that made no shot. That fight is not going to happen in National Fight Week.
I would argue it's
How
two.
heavy do you
I would argue it's 2 to 1 odds.
that it doesn't or that it does?
That it doesn't. I would argue it's like a
Yeah.
plus 200 that Conor McGregor actually fights on International Fight Week, if not more.
So I'm throw away the fact that Conor McGregor is notoriously unreliable, huge piece of shit. He's going to have like a toe thing. Think about the weight class. There's no weight class, there's no fight, right? Like these guys got to match up. How
Mm-hmm.
heavy do you possibly think Max Holloway could come in?
70.
I think Connor would have to cut to 170.
Probably. He
You think
found God
Max is
though.
going to
He's
walk in
fighting.
there off?
He's fighting.
I'm sorry.
He's fighting. He found God.
Oh, sure. I just don't think the matchup makes sense. Like the real 145er Max Holloway, who'll play around at 155. I don't see him getting matched up with Connor, who is much bigger now. Right? I don't see that fighting.
I got
Fight
Connor
happens.
fighting. You got Connor not fighting. The bet is 4-2 shotgun beers on stream and
4-3.
4-2 shotgun beers on stream, and that's where we're at. It's 2-1 odds. It's 2-1 odds. It's only fair.
Let's go 5-3.
No, I don't want to do 3. I don't even do that. Two. I promise you, 2 will get the end result you're looking for.
We were starting like if we rewind the clock back to episode 2 or 3, I'm forgetting. We did have a bet going that he would not fight on the White House card, but it was a one-way bet. It was if he fights in the White House card, I'm shotgunning 6 beers on air. Obviously, that didn't happen. That's why I took such outlandish odds with nothing on the other side. But here, now that there's the chip and the chirpins and the people are chatting it, I'm seeing it on the interwebs. We're going to get some going. We'll go 4-2 shotgun and beers to start the show. He's not fighting on International Fight Week.
To start the podcast, and I think just to make it more interesting, we'll make sure we have a guest on that day to be determined who.
That's too easy. We could find a guest. Maybe who's that scrub out of New England? Pillow Hands, kind of a bum. Fights at not middleweight, lightweight, sometimes welterweight. Should probably be a middleweight because he's always so fat. Miguel. If Miguel ever wants to come on the fucking podcast and defend his honor, maybe we could have him on after International Fight Week and watch Justin shotgun some beers.
Oh my god. All right, I'm done. See you guys later. For Face Off Fight Co., I'm Justin. That's a douchebag. We'll talk to you later.
Take it easy, boys.